Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Options Recovery Services December 2025 graduation. We're so excited that you're here and able to join us wherever you're able to watch from. We have a large group of clients to present to you today. We are so excited, so proud, and I just feel that there's going to be a lot of love in this room. I'm very excited to get things started. So, to really kick things off, let me introduce our Executive Director, Justin Phillips.
Hi, everybody. It's so exciting to be here. We're at the end of the year and we get to celebrate with a graduation. My name is Justin Phillips. I am the Executive Director for Options Recovery Services, and I am very excited to be able to celebrate with all of you today. This has been a remarkable journey, and I don't want to underscore that whatsoever. I think that ultimately this graduation is a milestone that you'll be able to reflect on for years to come. But before we get started, I wanted to acknowledge both founder Davida Cody and Tom Gorham for all their contributions to Options Recovery Services. Acknowledge our board of directors and all of our staff and volunteers that contribute. And I'll make special mention of one here in a little bit. But today is about you. And ultimately, this is a course and path that you've chosen in your life that is going to produce fruit that you can't even imagine. And ultimately, I have the pleasure of being able to observe and interact and see how impactful all of you have been on all of us and how your journeys inspire us to continue to do the work. So today is your day. Today is your day to be recognized. Today is your day to celebrate. Today is a day of reflection and appreciation and acknowledgement. Today is a day of love and family, and ultimately welcoming you into Options family. So, thank you for choosing Options to receive your care. We are incredibly proud of each and every one of you, and congratulations today on behalf of Options Recovery Services. Thank you so much. Um, with that, I want to segue into a special recognition. Um, we have a staff member who's been on our staff for some time, and he oftentimes is operating in the shadows, making sure that all of our great services are delivered, making sure that staff are available, making sure that we have everything that we need at our treatment programs. And I wanted to take a moment and allow and recognize and acknowledge him today as part of this graduation because he's a man of integrity and somebody who is always about taking the right next step and not looking for any sort of outside attention for doing the right thing. And I'm so proud of him. I'm so proud of his accomplishments and his journey at Options. And I just want to highlight Vandrick Towns. Would you please come on and say a few things at the graduation? Thank you. Congratulations to all the graduates. We love you. Thanks.
Well, thank you, Justin. It's a pleasure and an honor to be here and to work for Options, a great organization that has invested so much into me. I just want to welcome the graduates, the family, the friends, our wonderful staff. As I approach my 13th year here, it has been an honor and a pleasure to see so many clients continue their lives seeking success, no matter the shame, no matter the trauma, no matter the situation. I've had the privilege to meet many of you. Today, I just want to take a moment to honor our graduates of today and the past graduates as well. I want each and every one to just take a moment to honor our graduates. Also, honor yourself for choosing to love and support them in their worst of times and in their best of times. Graduates, you are here now, passing the torch, passing on your experience, strength, and hope forward to our future graduates. As each of you know, this is not an easy task. It takes courage to explore the trauma and the ability to forgive some of our worst memories of our past and of your past. It takes being brutally honest with yourself and with another human being in order to get to the point where you become open and receptive to our treatment modality and actually see what it looks like for you. It takes dedication because this is a lifelong process. one that entails creating a support network based on love, support, compassion, empathy, respect for yourself and for others. So today, I want to say thank you for trusting the process, for being responsible, accountable, and committed to your change and to change in general. There's a saying that says, if nothing changes, nothing changes. When I came into this field nearly 20 years ago, our founder of Options, Dr. Davida Cody, challenged me, and I'm going to extend that challenge today to everyone within ear range, everyone here today, and that is to be the change that you want to see in this world, because we are what we make this world to be. So I just thank you all. Congratulations, graduates, and this is why we do what we do, because it's life-changing. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Justin and Vandrick. I love that phrase, and I dearly missed Dr. Davida Cody, and I was honored to be able to interact with her a very short time, at least while I was there as well. So how to follow that, goodness gracious. Nonetheless, we have a great lineup of graduates tonight. Again, my name is Tony Murdoch. I am the MC for this evening, but let's keep things going. And I'm going to introduce our first counselor, Sandra, who will help us introduce the Berkeley program graduates.
Good afternoon. So I would like to introduce Robert Hayes. He has been working very hard. Robert, congratulations. You earned this.
Good afternoon, everybody. I give honor to God for this accomplishment in my life. This is the most clean time I've had in 24 years since my addiction began. I'm extremely grateful for Options. It provided me stability, structure, and a safe environment to build a healthy routine. I'm extremely grateful for my counselor, Michael, who, other than Sandra, who I've just known for a short period of time, who is a great counselor and is very compassionate about her job. Michael was a great counselor. He held me accountable. He always pushed me to do my best, and he spoke life into me. And his teaching of the curriculum was awesome. Denial management, anger management. And he also pushed me to do a thorough relapse prevention plan, which has given me a great foundation for my recovery that I will take with me from wherever I go from here. I'm grateful for Kelly and Shauna in housing, who made it possible for me to attend all my son's senior football games and support him in his last year in high school. And thank you guys for that. That was really important part of my recovery. Thanks to my house manager, Drew, who for his hospitality from the very beginning, and for always letting me know that you're in a program. Shout out to all my brothers at the Addison House, and to my group, Phoenix Survivors 2.0, thousands, billions. Thank you guys, and congratulations.
I don't know if Daniel Martin has showed up, but if he did, I would love to introduce Daniel Martin, who has fought very hard to graduate. It has changed his life around completely, and who has given a lot of insight and has helped a lot within the group.
I think he did make it on the call.
I want to thank all of my counselors that were involved in my recovery from day one. Larry, who was my counselor during my surrendering process. The Superior Court of California deemed it beneficial to me and the rest of society to come to this program. So being court ordered, I really, felt like this wasn't something I needed. And it wasn't until I got into into the classes, and Larry taught me about denial, and then opened my heart up to surrendering to the process. And also Sheb. I loved Sheb. Sheb really taught me that if your core beliefs don't align with your goals, then you're not going to be successful. And so, to all the future graduates out there, make sure that your core beliefs, whatever they might be, line up with whatever your goals might be. So, if you want to graduate, make sure you have some core beliefs that align with your goals. Also, Michael, I was with Michael the longest. He really pushed me to increase my emotional intelligence and my spiritual intelligence. And this is a spiritual journey for me now. And also Sandra. Sandra's great. She held my hand crossing the finish line. And I really appreciate everything that she has given to the group. And Michael's, absence or replacement, or and I want to thank all the guys at all the different houses I was at. I also want to thank housing for giving me a safe environment to actually begin my recovery. And I want to thank my daughter, Jordan, for being my motivating factor to get through all the tough times that I had here during my recovery. And also thank myself and my higher power. Because if I didn't believe in myself, I wouldn't be successful in this process. And thank you everybody involved in the graduation. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much.
Okay, so thank you, everybody. Robert and Daniel, congratulations. You guys have earned this. I can't wait to see or hear what you guys have to accomplish in the future. Thank you.
So thank you again, Sandra. Thank you, Berkeley program graduates, both of you all that y'all came prepared. Those were really nice speeches, and congratulations, just congratulations. So let's keep going, and we're going to move to Concord now. And we have Counselor Peter Macias, who will help us introduce our graduate.
Hi, everyone. My name is Peter Macias. I'm the evening counselor here at Options Recovery Services Concord site. I do have one graduate from my group to present. He's worked very hard. He's been very consistent. He's came a long way since when he first came into the program, and it's a well-deserved graduation. I would like for him to share some of his journey with you, and I want to congratulate him and all the graduates for this year's graduation, winter graduation, Mr. Kyle Mosby.
Hi, my name is Kyle Mosby. I'm graduating Options. When I first came to Options, I was already familiar with AA. So when I attended the group, I just listened to everyone and what they had to say. I learned a lot about humility and gratitude. I know I want a recovery, and I could sense it in the sessions I attended. I worked on my relapse prevention plan on the days that I did individual sessions with Pete. I would talk out loud about my plan, and it felt good to know someone was listening. I now could finally see through my addiction. While I was at the store near my house one day, a car pulled up and the driver asked me if I wanted a bag of meth. I mustered up the courage to say no, but I still didn't feel bad about it. Step by step, I eliminated my craving for substances, and when it came time to face it, I played the tape through whenever I felt triggered. Eventually, I mastered it. The first few times that we went over denial management, I felt overwhelmed. I know I could relate to the material, and after a while, I was able to apply it. It's good to get a reboot after straying away from the righteous path. I had to have no excuses for a time before I could really see this section of the program. I am forever grateful for the time spent with this program. I know time heals all wounds, but with a little direction, you can really develop an edge. To anyone new to the program, just stick with it. It's hard to see the progress at the surface, But the more you apply yourself plus the program, you should see the difference in your life. Through the nuance of making room in your schedule here at Options, you will notice that your decisions are becoming more precise. Notice, if you will, that when you are out in your life reflecting on things should become a lot healthier. This is a big step and worth the wait. After Options, I plan on still coming back for the 1 day a week schedule, along with my meetings aside here. Building a new life takes work, and what I learned at Options is don't do something halfway. Thank you, everyone at Options. I'm glad to be here. Thank you.
Thank you all so much. And I'm feeling inspired already, and we are not even halfway through. And I'm so excited to keep going. Now, let's move over to Oakland, and our counselor, Deborah McKinney, will help introduce the women's program graduates.
Thank you, Tony. Before I introduce my first graduate, I want to congratulate all the graduates from Options for December 2025. Awesome job to all of you. With that being said, I want to share a message to Katrina. Katrina, your journey has been nothing short of inspiring. You've shown incredible strength in challenging old ways and building a new path for yourself, one filled with hope, determination, and courage. Watching you set goals and achieve them has been a reminder of just how powerful and capable you truly are. It has been such an honor to walk alongside you, to witness your growth, and to celebrate the victories, big and small, that brought you here today. You've proven that when you set your mind to something, there is no limit to what you can accomplish. Congratulations, Katrina, on this milestone. May you carry forward the same resilience, confidence, and light into every new chapter of your life. You are unstoppable. Congrats. With that being said, Katrina.
Hi, thank you so much. Deborah, I owe it all to you. You have gave me some things to take a look at that I didn't see. And I really want to appreciate you. I appreciate you, and this journey is really hard, but I'm unstoppable, and I know where I'm headed because I want to head that way. Thanks to Options for opening up the door and let me be a part of.
Katrina, do you have a guest here today you would like to introduce?
I have two guests. Sonia, my sobriety sister, and Paula, my sobriety sister. And I want to thank y'all both for being part of the journey.
Hey, I can't talk right now. I love you, and this is absolutely amazing. And your journey continues. It's only as hard as you make it, and you do not have to do this alone no more. You don't have to do it alone. I love you, and we here.
Hi, my name is Paula, and I want to say, Katrina, congratulations. This is one big accomplishment. This is the first day for the rest of your life, right? And it has been a wonderful journey watching you grow, just watching you blossom. And I appreciate you for being a part of my journey. They say when you get around here, trust in someone. Sometimes we have to trust in others before we can get that understanding with God. And I thank you just for the wonderful times we've shared and the conversations we've had. And I pray that God continue on your journey. I love you. Okay.
Love you too.
That was awesome. Beautiful. Okay, before I introduce my next Oakland graduate, I got a message for Avelina. Avelina, your determination has been a guiding light through every challenge you faced. You've shown incredible courage in choosing joy, happiness, and a life filled with purpose. Your kind heart and amazing spirit shine through in everything you do, and it has been such an honor to witness you step into your life with strength and a smile. Today is a celebration of your achievements, your resilience, and the hope you carry forward. You deserve this day of honor and all the success that comes with it. Congratulations, Avelina. You're a true inspiration, and the future ahead of you is as bright as your spirit. With that being said, Avelina.
Hi, my name is Avelina, and I'm very happy to be here today. Thank you to my counselors, Rachel and Deborah, for your guidance and encouragement. Thank you to my classmates and cohorts for your shares and stories of perseverance. Thank you to Options for the chance to get back on my feet and for providing safe housing that I needed at the time. I wouldn't be where I am today without it. And I am just always going to be really grateful that this program existed. So now I have almost 11 months clean and sober, and I just hope to keep pushing forward and doing that, taking it a day at a time. All right. Thank you so much, you guys. Love you.
All right, my next graduate, I got a special message for you, Cindy. You've been a true fighter, determined to become the best version of yourself. It has been an honor as well to witness each step you've taken to discover what you truly are and what matters most to you. Your resilience shines brightly, and the way you face challenges with courage and strength is nothing short of inspiring. I want you to know how deeply inspirational and amazing you are. Every achievement you've earned and every success you've celebrated is a reflection of your determination and heart. Today is a day of honor, and you deserve every bit of it. Congratulations, Cindy, on all you have accomplished. You are living proof of the power of perseverance and hope. All right, Cindy, congratulations.
Hi, Deborah. Thank you so much. Hi, everyone. I came to Options by way of court order. I thought I could outsmart a bunch of trained professionals and the judge. I was wrong. Miss Rachel showed me otherwise. She had clever nicknames for me, like every other day Cindy or Wiggler. I used to wiggle around and try to find my ways of trying to do this my way, but it never worked out that way. I never took accountability for anything, and that was one of my key problems before. So I would rather have just not done any of this and gone about my way, but I had no choice. I lost my husband 4 years ago, and I became an empty nester. So when he passed, I not only lost him, but I also lost my identity and my purpose. So I had to find that. And with Options, I was able to be shown how to love myself, to give me the tools I needed, understanding denial, understanding my feelings and what they're about, figuring them out, learning to deal with them and accept them and understand. And also to just not want to pick up and use. Focusing on myself now, I'm living my best life, and I have the purpose and the drive to do these things. The only thing I can control is to not pick up and use, and that's the most thing that I'm really proud of. And thank you to Options for everything that you've given me, the resources to focus on my recovery and to allow me to slip and fall, make mistakes, and always showing the support that I needed. And that's why I kept coming back. Miss Deborah, you taught me how to be, you taught me integrity. Miss Rachel taught me how to love myself. And Miss Yanera, you taught me about pride. So today I have self-efficacy because I show up for myself now. And to all the other graduates, good luck. Thank you for all of us being here. And don't forget to be kind to yourself. And congratulations. Thank you.
Okay, well, darn, I was hoping I'd get a moment before y'all had to see me. You had me in tears. That was beautiful. And that's right. Stay kind and keep showing up. Y'all, continued congratulations. This is just so beautiful. So we're going to stick in Oakland and introduce the men's program graduates, but let me introduce Eric, who's going to help me do that. So Counselor Eric, go right ahead. Thank you so much.
Hello, good afternoon. And once again, I'm blessed with the opportunity to present or to represent Oakland's men's recovery team. And today I'm honored to have the opportunity to introduce 3 graduates. But before I go into that, I'd like to piggyback a little off of what Justin said earlier. With each of these individuals, I was able to see these seeds that we plant, these to copycat something Vandrick would always say, these seeds, which is the evidence-based curriculum that we used. And I've been able to watch them develop it into these trees, this new tree of life, which is recovery, and watch them utilize and bear from the fruit that it created. And without further ado, I'd like to introduce my first client, or my first graduate, Dwayne. And before Dwayne takes over, I was able to watch Dwayne utilize these tools that he developed and not only prioritize his recovery, but share those tools with other individuals, especially the newcomers to options. And I'm proud to introduce you, Dwayne.
Thanks, Eric. Yeah, this is a big deal doing this. This is my second time graduating. I graduated back in 2013, actually, and it's been a long road for me. I want to thank Bandrick. I go back with him, and he's helped me out in this round too. And the whole options, man. I'm congratulating everybody here that's graduating tonight. And I just gotta say, let's see. I didn't really get a speech together, nothing. But so you just gotta stick with it and keep your recovery first. That's the only advice I got. And don't slip up, because it's not worth it. And that's all I got, really. Just staying focused. I'm challenging myself to step it up harder after this. Like, I don't want to ease back just because I graduated. I'm actually trying to focus up harder now because now is just when it starts coming, my life's gonna hit me now, and I gotta be ready. So that's all I got. And congratulations, because this is a big deal. Everybody that's doing this is a big day. And just get ready for a life.
I appreciate you. You know I do.
Thanks, Eric.
And to continue on our journey, I like to introduce my next graduate, Conga. I was blessed to see Conga come out of his shell and watch him not only take on new challenges, but I also see him reconnect with his family, and reconnection and that self pride of coming back home was a beautiful thing to watch. So Conga, welcome.
All right, thank you, Eric. Good evening, everyone. My name is Kunga, recovering alcoholic. I have 13 months sober. And I want to thank my counselor, Kyrie, Eric, and Kevin. I learned a lot from them. And I want to thank Tushana Kelly for helping me with the housing. And I want to thank to my hardworking house manager, Manny, for his support. And I want to thank Option for helping getting my life back. When I first walked into Option, I was broken, scared, and lonely. Low self-esteem, full of regrets. With help of all Option staff and clients, now I'm doing really good mentally, physically, emotionally, which I'm really grateful. And my family started looking at me as a person, giving me respect, and that felt really good. Not just that, now I have goals in my life. I'm going back to school, be a better man and better uncle, and live better, healthy, sober life. That being said, I'll stay strong and you guys do the same one day at a time. Congratulations, everyone. Thank you. Option again.
For my final graduate, I'd like to introduce Sean. Sean, it's hard. It's hard to separate your personality from your person from your professionalism. But Sean was somebody that influenced me personally. He made me a better counselor because he made me see a lot of myself in him. I watched him take this evidence-based curriculum, which I call seeds, and I watch him nurture them into his tree of recovery. And now I'm able to sit back and watch him just, how he said, just harvest some of the fruits. So without further ado, I'd like to introduce Sean.
Thank you, Eric. I appreciate you. It's really kind of you to say. Yeah, so I'm gonna try and not take too long, but I just want to start out by saying, like a lot of people, like a lot of addicts, I started really young, and I know there's countless reasons why people fall into addiction, and especially the people that start young, whether it's trauma, the insecurity. For me, it was a little bit of both, and we look for relief from that negativity by putting on these masks and these personas and putting this armor on to protect ourselves and to be accepted by ourselves, to be accepted by others, and that's what I did for years in my addiction. But like, I feel like everybody deep down, we know something's not right, like, and that inner turmoil, fighting with ourselves is what fuels the further unhappiness and negativity, limits our growth and keeps us stagnant, and I carried all that trauma and that pain, I carried all that chaos in me for 15 years, from until my 27th birthday, I think. I was arrested on my 27th birthday, and it was not a good birthday, man. Coming down in that cell by myself, looking out the window, thinking this was what I was going to see for the rest of my life. I was facing potentially spending the rest of my life in prison. But I wouldn't trade that time for anything in the world, and I'll tell you why. Because it was there in that cell that I realized that I needed to make a change, that I had to do something different in my life, and just in case I ever got the opportunity to step outside those walls again, I would do it a different man. So I accepted all the help I could get. I started seeing therapists and taking classes and getting my mental health right, doing all that stuff. And it was also while I was incarcerated that I was introduced to AA, because we had great people coming in volunteering to hand out books and have meetings with us. And one of the things that paved the path for me forward leaving there is that Options was there for me even while I was incarcerated. They have a program where they go into the jails. There's a counselor, Tony Mascarenas, who reached out to me while I was incarcerated, and he would send me packets, and I would talk to him over the phone once a week, and would encourage me, even though we didn't know I was going to get out. And when we found out that I was going to be released, he made sure that I knew I had a place to go, had options to help me to transition and back into everyday life, and that I would have support. And just like I wouldn't trade my time incarcerated for anything in the world, I wouldn't trade my time at Options for anything. It was some of the best time in my life, to be honest. Not just because of the structure that it gives you, not just because the way it holds us accountable, but because of the amazing people that I met while I was there, staff and clients alike, who supported me through the process and inspired me to do better so I could support them in return. So first and foremost, Tony, thank you. I never actually met this man in person, which is the craziest thing, that he had such an impact on my life. But thank you, Tony. My first counselor, Larry, was amazing. And I also met Eric around the same time, two amazing individuals who helped me to gain a lot of insight into my thoughts, feelings, emotions, my actions, and like why I thought these things, why I felt this way, why I did this different stuff. And they helped me to take the mask off and take that armor off and to trust people again. So thank you. And my final counselor, Kyrie, have a great relationship with this man. He's also equally amazing, you know, taught me and pushed me to work on every aspect of my recovery, not just being sober, but the spiritual, emotional, physical aspects of all of that. And yeah, each one of these individuals encouraged me to do better in different areas of my life to help me succeed. Like if I wasn't for Eric, I wouldn't have been able to go back to school and say that I finished 2 semesters and I'm on my way to getting a degree, or that, you know, every one of these people. So I would just finish off by thanking the guys that I lived with on a day-to-day basis for the year that I've been here, that made this great for me. First and foremost, my number one house manager, 10 out of 10, would let you manage my house again, Andrew. Chris, Daniel, Rob, Austin, each one of you guys like encouraged me and helped me through some of the hardest time of my life. And I love and appreciate each one of you guys. Thank you, Options. Thank you to the staff. And I'm gonna shut up now.
Y'all are so inspiring. Thank you so much, Eric and Sean and everyone over at Oakland. Y'all are this is amazing. And I really am now thinking there's ways to have a graduate reunion, because I want to hear what y'all do with these amazing stories that y'all are just beginning the new journey and everything. And I'm just so excited to hear more from graduates across the Bay Area. I do have to say, it's interesting to know that we have served apparently over 10,000 in the Bay Area. I'm mentioning this because we're now going to do another shift to a different town, city over in the Bay Area, and that's San Leandro. Our next group is the women's program at San Leandro. More inspiring people, I know. I mean, the Options is full of amazing, inspiring people such as Vandrick, such as Justin, such as Susan, who's on the call, Scotty, some of the amazing staff I've got to interact with. I do have to take that moment to say, y'all are so inspiring. And the most inspiring group, it's going to top it all, is every single graduate that I get to encounter. So thank you all so much for doing what you all do and giving me the honor to do this and MC. So sorry, I got on a little soapbox, but y'all are just, it's been amazing. So to keep things rolling, I want to introduce Cole, our counselor at San Leandro. Thank you so much.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Cole, the OS counselor at the San Leandro site. I want to reiterate how proud we all are, all of the graduates, and to say congratulations again. Before I introduce my first graduate tonight, I just want to reflect publicly what I remember early on when she first came into treatment with us. Was a young woman who felt her feeling very intensely, shared her points of view very strongly, and actually had the courage to lean into the support and the community that was available to her. And those tend to be the clients that a lasting impression on me. I'm very proud of the fact that she's made a decision to continue to give back to this community, because I know that she has so much to give and the sky is the limit. And with that, I'm going to go ahead and pass to my first graduate, Miss Amanda.
Hello, everybody. Thank you, Cole. That was an amazing introduction. I'm going to try not get emotional. I have an amazing support system, and not just with options, but with my family and outer friends. Options helped me save my life, and I will forever be grateful. This is an amazing program that I am very fortunate to continue my stay here at Options, but not as a client, but as a house manager. I've never thought that this opportunity would come to fruition, and it has. And I'm very honored. I'm very proud of myself. I'm very proud of all of the graduates. I'm proud to be an Options client and graduate. Cole, you will forever hold a special place in my heart. You've helped me find my voice and my strength. To Andy, to Jennifer, to Kia, to Shauna and Kelly for all my agreements. I so very much thank you for all the continued support. I now would like to thank my family. My daughter Morgan, I wouldn't be here without you. To my mom and dad for the last 50 years of my life, for loving me unconditionally. To my Aunt Mary and my Uncle Guy, to my son-in-law Kyle, to my partner Calvin, to my outside support, my therapist Peace, Ruthie and Jamisha. I love you all from the bottom of my heart. Thank you, and again, congratulations. I would now like to introduce my daughter Morgan.
Hi, I'm Morgan. I'm beyond proud of my mom for how far she's come and how far she's grown in this time in her life. You know, she's come, I couldn't tell you, an extremely far way just from me growing up to even before I was born of her own childhood. She's worked so hard to overcome her challenges. She's a completely different person from a year ago of what sobriety has changed her. And I'd say for the better. I get to finally understand my mom and know my mom for who she is and the real person that was behind all the things that she used to do. I don't want to say wrongly in her life, but the choices that she made, you know, it supports her now, you know, and she has a huge support system. And she's right, she has a huge family. And as long as she tries, her family will always be behind her. A huge army system that I would say will always protect her. You know, my mom and I may not always have the best relationship, but no matter how wrongful we may be to each other, I will always help her. I will always defend her because she is my mom. And you only get one mom. And my mom keeps trying for me, so I'll always try for her. And I'm so proud of her now for all the things she's worked so hard for, and being a manager of her house is amazing for her, you know, and being sober only a year and being able to call herself sober, being able to say I'm a manager, being able to say I'm a completely different person is proud to me and to her. And I thank all the people that have helped her come this way. But I'm very, very proud of my mom. Just for the days that she does try hard. I know not every day is a good day. Yeah.
Thank you, babe. I would now like to introduce my dad, Bud.
All right. Morgan, that was a great job, sweetheart. Well, Suzanne, you made it. A little over a year ago, you finally made the right turn for a better life. And And here you are, the new and improved version. I couldn't be more proud. Congratulations. But you're not alone in making wrong turns or wrong decisions. We all make them. It's really about going forward and not reflecting on your past life, but what lies ahead of you. God's word says, I do not count myself to have apprehended, but one thing I do, forgetting those things which are behind and reaching forward to those things which are ahead. I'm so very proud of you to have stayed the course in this program, to emerge today ready to help, serve others. Just as you were met at the door 14 months ago, you were met by someone who welcomed you right where you were, who encouraged you along the way to stay the course, who gave you hope in the midst of a long, daunting road ahead, who spoke truth in love into your life with kindness, gentleness, patience, humility, courage, and boldness. They were focused, as you were, on building you up with a stronger personal foundation for what lies ahead for you. All these efforts over this last 14 months have been underscored through dozens and dozens of people lifting you up in prayer over years of time, as well as for the staff in this program of recent months. So now you're ready to pay it forward. Speaking truth in love, especially love, to those that are desperately needing to hear, is there hope for me? To be able to touch the heart of man in that way, you'll be more blessed. I love you.
I love you too, Dad.
Beautiful. Okay. I'd like to say a few things about our next graduate. I remember she presented in a group early on, a bit shy, a bit reserved. But over time, she became like my right hand, double checking that we started the right sections of curriculum and reminding me where we left off. And myself and the group, we got to see this vibrant personality begin to shine right before our eyes. And we start to see the drive that she had to become the best version of herself for the woman that she is working toward being, as well as for her family. And now I'd like to introduce Miss Gomez.
Hi, everybody. My name is Gloria Gomez, and today is a very, very proud day for me. It's a big accomplishment for me as well. To make my kids proud, myself. I want to thank Options for the opportunity to be in here, housing. If it wasn't for Options, I probably would have lost the relationship I was, trying to rebuild with my kids. I want to thank Options, very thankful and grateful. My counselor, Cole, who always challenged me. believed in me, always made sure that I was okay. My first counselor, Jennifer, Andy, Yanira, I want to thank them too. My previous house manager, Loopy, who always believed in me and always had kind words and had faith in me to keep me here and humble and loving myself. And I am very grateful and thankful for options today. Thanks, everybody. Congratulations to all the graduates.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Okay. And my next graduate, I'm so happy we have a big graduation. When I first met her in our community, I remember reflecting to myself again and again over time, wow, look at this client. She knows so many languages. She has so many talents. She could play the drums, she could sing. And from early on, I saw a person who was determined to do the work required to build the life that she and her daughters deserve. And I couldn't be more proud of how far this young woman has come. And I look forward to the many things that continue to blossom and happen in her life. And without further ado, I would like to introduce Miss Jackie.
Hello, everyone. I'm so grateful, blessed, and thank you. So my name is Jacqueline, and today I'm 15 months of sobriety and graduating from the Options Recovery Service. So when I think about the person I was when I first walked in, I was and then I was walked in, and also when I feel it right now, it's nothing but a gratitude and strength. So right now, I want to thank the whole options team, especially my counselor Cole, because you supported me through the hardest moments, and you always helped me understand myself in deeper. So one thing I truly loved in this program is how every group starts with a feelings check-in. That simple question, like, how are you feeling today? And that's taught me how to slow down and name my emotion and be honest with myself. That changed everything for me. It helped set the tone for my whole day, and it reminded me that my feelings is matter. So I really like it. And I worked through ACA, staying sober, seeking safety, denial management, anger management in all classes. So each one taught me something important, like how to understand my trauma, how to see my warning signs, how to build boundaries. As boundaries is I really learning, and how to stay connected instead of isolating. And also, I finally learned that relapse isn't one event, it's built up of thoughts and feelings. So now I know how to stop that process before it goes too far. So this year has been full of huge milestones for me. My CPS case closed, and graduate my treatment course, and graduating my community health worker course. And I would like to give special thanks to Scotty because of during the Scotty's class, and we talk about any future work and then building up my resume thing. And then suggest me, oh, there's a Berkeley City College having a community health worker things going on, and then so I registered, and then right now I'm graduating. So I'm really thankful, Scotty. And also the biggest accomplishment of all the one that means everything to me is that I am finally living with my kids in my own home. That is something I fought for with everything I had. So every class, every therapy session, like every week from Options, Peace check with me, and then I really like to talk with Peace, and then even each staff, I love to talk and discuss things. So thankful, Peace. And so every one honest moment, every sober day, so let me to do this. So my kids are safe, they are with me, and we have a peaceful home together. So that's my greatest victory in recovery. So my kids are my motivation. So sobriety gave me back my motherhood, my family, and my future. So I can show up for them now, fully present and healthy. So, and I'm proud of the woman I'm becoming, stronger, more aware, and more compassionate with myself. So I know recovery isn't end here, so this is a journey I choose every day. Yeah, and thank you, Options Recovery Service, for helping me rebuild my life, and thank you for teaching me how to feel again. And thank you to everyone believed in me when I was still learning to believe in myself. And I want to congratulate all my graduates, ladies and men, and we work so hard to get here. So your encouragement motivates me every day. So, and also I would like to say, if you are still fighting, just keep going. If you are tired, rest, but don't give up. And sobriety give us back everything we thought we lost. So I'm so grateful. Yeah. Thank you.
Beautiful. Beautiful, Miss Jackie.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, everyone. I would like to introduce my next graduate. I really appreciate that with Options, I get an opportunity to meet my future clients early on in their journey. And I remember when I first met this client, she would speak freely about herself, about who she is, about where she's from, about why she's here. And I would just kind of look at all at how easy that was for her. And over time, as I got a chance to see and support her along her process of meeting goals in different areas of her life, I could see that, there was this human fear that was there, but it wasn't a fear that was a weakness. It was her ability to show it and invite others in the community to hold her through what she was navigating, that I think will stick with me. And I remember early on encouraging her to continue on in her studies because she planned to build a profession out of this field. And I could see early on that she would be a great contribution because she has so much to offer. So now I'd like to introduce, last but not least, Miss Damati Marino.
Thank you, Cole. I want to say thank you to Cole for believing in me, and I really want to say thank you to everybody at Options. Jennifer, I feel, helped me out so much. Andy, Yanira, Peace. I'm really, really proud of myself. I don't want to cry, so I'm gonna just make this real fast. I want to thank my kids for not giving up on me, my husband, and I want to thank me because I did the work, and I'm very, very proud of myself. Um, I'm looking into going to school to become a drug and alcohol counselor, and I know I'm gonna do it. If I was able to do the program, I'm gonna be able to do the schooling, and I'm just proud of myself. I'm proud of myself. I'm proud of all you ladies and men at the program. It wasn't easy, but we did it, and yeah. I'm just so proud of myself and everybody here. I really was trying to cut corners in the beginning. I hated it. I can't tell you how much I hated it, but I learned to just love the momentum it gave me, the confidence it gave me, the just gave me like a part of a life that I never knew was like I never knew I was capable. So thank you to everybody at Options. Yeah.
Great work, great work.
Okay, thank you all so much, San Leandro, and Cole, all of the graduates over there. You should thank yourselves. Every single one of you should thank yourselves because you did do the work. You've put in a lot of good work here, and be proud because we're proud. We're excited to be here to keep celebrating. And we still have one more group, so don't go away just yet. We have Counselor Andy Lopez, who's going to help introduce the men's program at the San Leandro site. Thank you, Andy.
Thank you, Tony. Good evening, everybody. And I want to congratulate all the graduates of Options Recovery Services. As the tradition continues year in and year out since the initiation of Davita Coates and her purpose and her mission to help everybody within that walks through our doors. I mean, your hard work and dedication and commitment to personal growth have brought you to this incredible milestone. And so today we celebrate each and every one of you. May this accomplishment inspire you to continue building on a brighter future that lays ahead of you. And like I always ask my group, what's next? What are you guys going to do with this graduation? Think about it and answer yourself. All right. So today, allow me to celebrate my first graduate, Frank Vargas, who has shown incredible resilience throughout his whole journey. Each challenge, he remained steadfast and determined to proving that commitment and hard work produces transformation, and it is possible through his hard work. So Frank.
Thank you, Andy. It's truly my honor and a privilege to be part of this glorious occasion. Graduating after 12 months with Options, today I affirm that preparation and prayer are aligning with me for the best years of my life to come. 2026 will reflect the work, the faith, and the discipline, which I'm choosing today. I'm planning with intention. I'm moving with clarity. I'm trusting that every step I take is guided. What I prepare for, I'll grow into. I'm ready, I'm aligned, and expecting nothing but increase. This transformation that I've went through has taught me and given me the tools to be able to say no to others and disassociate myself from their drama. I can only help others if I'm taking care of myself, meeting life on life's terms, and allowing everyone else to do the same. Yes, I am a hypersensitive person who can relate to anyone's drama, misfortunes, and tragic situations. But in staying in balance with myself, I stay humble, keep my opinions to myself, and allow the others to learn for themselves. In closing, I'd like to say my most sincere gratitude to my counselors, Andy, Kevin, and Yanira at the San Diego location. These individuals are truly exceptional individuals who truly have a mighty calling on their lives. I am honored and privileged to call them my family. Nothing but the utmost respect for you guys. Thank you for challenging me and giving me the tools needed to transform into a better me. George, Jackie, and Frankie, my loving support team, who have stood by me and encouraged me constantly. I honestly love each and every one of you from the bottom of my heart. Kelly and Barbara for the housing, God bless you. They do an amazing job. Thank you for being a part of this surreal journey, and the new chapter of my life begins today. Thank you, guys.
Very well said, Frank. Which leads me on to my next graduate, Byron Taylor, whose discipline and courage has carried him through every obstacle he's faced. His resilience to face difficult times reminds us all that change is possible, even through determination and preparation of his actions. So, Byron, congratulations.
Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Byron, and I'm a client here with Options. I would like to start by thanking everyone in the program. First, for doing their job, but most for bringing enough of themselves to task and allowing me to see a little me in all of you. Less than that, and I believe it would have been a wasted effort. I'm suspicious by nature. I don't believe I'm unique in that. However, I was and still am, at least to a diminishing degree, highly suspicious of others' motives. And that's funny since I never questioned mine. I always told myself I was trying to do good, even though I had no idea how. And I guess what I'm saying is that I felt my intentions were enough, regardless of how my actions dictated the results. Part of my problem was dictated by family dynamics, social acceptance, isolation, and a particular kind of incarceration. There's a lot of people that with a lot of incarceration, many of them find relief in treatment and recovery, and I'm going to include something my counselor really hammered home, and that is transformation. Most of the people I've encountered with 25 or 30 years of incarceration get theirs from just a few commitments, sometimes just one. That wasn't my experience. My experience was 2 or 3 years in, a month or two out, and 5 in, and then 6 months out, or another 3 years, a couple of weeks out, another 2 or 3, and you get the picture. So out of the last 35, I've got like 28 or 29 in. That's a lot of putting cares and feelings, hopes and dreams on a shelf, and a lot of taking them down only to be confused or unfamiliar with them just to put them right back up. So I didn't or don't know like what to recover to. So I'm sincerely grateful for the whole concept of transformation, Andy. I even appreciate your very frequent, you mean, get the heck out of here with that bullshit statement. I'm sure I'm not alone in asking myself, was that bullshit? And on reflection, it mostly was. Honesty is starting to be sincere instead of just what I'm willing or have learned to believe. There are a few more people I'd like to mention. Felix, you know what that's about. You were there for me. Drew, yeah, I know I'm in a program. And Barbara, you showed me an example of what being in service means. I still got that one memory of one client trying to smut up another and them getting shut down by her saying, knock it off. I'm not letting anyone take your bed either. And there are a lot of people and instances that have impacted me. My family for not writing me off and trying to understand that I don't want to give them back the old me. And there's one more little nod to my counselor. They might have let the wrong one out, Andy, but the right one ain't going back. I'd just like to mention my kids and the assistance that this program has allowed me to start to reconnect with them. I'm finally in contact with like all three of them at the same time, and that's big for me. So thank you. I don't know if my cousin David is still here, but well, I'll use this opportunity to introduce, I see my mom and my brother there.
I'm so very proud of my son. Okay. It's taken a lot of years, a lot of pain, a lot of tears, a lot of praying for him to get to this point. He has done it, and I am so proud of him. And look forward for all the years to come that he will be here with us, not only physically, but mentally. Thank you, my son. I love you. Here's your brother.
Hello, my brother. I just want to tell you, man, I love you. I'm so proud of you and the choices that you're making right now. The options program is also choices program, and you're making the right choices. You're choosing to see things the right way. You're choosing for yourself. You're choosing for us. And I want to tell you, brother, forgive yourself. Sometimes that's the hardest part, man, when we go through stuff, the things that we put ourselves through back in the past. But I want to tell you, forgive yourself because you're worth it, brother. You're worth it, man. I love you. We all love you, brother. Keep it going, man. Stay stubborn for the better. We stayed stubborn for the bad for so long now, brother. Now you can stay stubborn for the better. Stay strong, brother. I love you. See you soon.
All right.
One more thing. I'm sorry. I also want to thank each and every one of the options, counselors, staff members, whatever. I don't know what you all call yourself, but all the staff members there. Thank you so much for helping my son. Shauna and Felix, I love you too. Thank you for everything that you've done, that you're doing. Keep up the good work. We pray for you too. Love you all. Bye.
Amen to that.
Talking for Byron, his mom and my mom are sisters, who are first cousins, and I just want to say I'm proud of him for taking this step. We've seen Byron grow up. We've seen him get married. We've seen him move to Vegas and have his wife, and he was a journeyman plumber, very smart guy. I just, he's made wrong choices, and now that we're getting older, he's making the right choice. I thank my other cousin Felix for guiding him and this as a counselor. Sometimes it takes us longer to learn what's right and wrong, what's good for our families, and hopefully, Byron, you got it. So this big step right now, sometimes counselors, we appreciate you guys. Sometimes they don't listen to family or friends. They need somebody else from the outside. And I just thank you guys for the program. And I love you, Primo.
I love you too.
That's all I got to say for now. God
Gracias.
bless. God bless you all. Merry Christmas.
Very well put, Byron. Very well put, Frank. Very well put, every graduate. And that's the beauty about recovery. You don't know what's ahead of you. You don't know the doors that open. I remember something that said, recovery doesn't let you out of dysfunction, hell, whatever you want to call it. It only opens the door. It is your responsibility to walk out. One thing I ingrain in clients is my job is to deliver the evidence-based curriculum, denial management, anger management, staying sober, alcohol and other drugs, living in balance, phasing on to OS, adult children of alcoholics, which is family dysfunction, seeking safety, and living in balance. These curriculums provide the education needed for you to make the right choices. So I do want to remind all graduates that options is deliver the evidence-based curriculums to allow individuals to make the right decision that fits them best. And last but not least, I'm going to introduce Matthew Foley. His unwavering commitment to recovery, day after day demonstrating the discipline and focus necessary to rebuild his life. The journey a testament of power and self-belief. So Matthew, congratulations.
Thank you, Andy, for the introduction. Also, congratulations to all of the graduates, and it's nice to see some familiar faces. I love Options. This is a great program and an aptly named one. Options has provided me a safe housing environment that allows for healing, a valuable and thought-provoking evidence-based curriculum for growth, and the guidance to build a suitable and sustainable foundation from which to apply the knowledge. I strongly believe that addiction is greater than the sum of its parts, that it must be treated from multiple angles, and our education at Options reinforces this. Because it is so complex, addiction requires complex solutions, and Options has provided me the time, the education, and the support to attack my disease on multiple fronts. Since it is a malady of biological, psychological, and social nature, I have chosen these as my battlegrounds. I've prioritized and been afforded the opportunity to address my medical and dental needs. Most importantly, however, I have been given guidance and a framework on addressing my psychological needs. I attend therapy regularly and look forward to going. In Options, I was taught many helpful concepts, but would like to highlight a few key things. The importance of honesty with myself first and foremost. Being cognizant of and avoiding denial patterns. Being open to change. Acknowledging and accepting pain, trauma in my past, while challenging the thoughts and behaviors it created. I've learned that a problem must be addressed from its seed so that the tree of my life can bear sweet fruit. It is in this way that addiction is both a disease as well as a symptom. It becomes clear that for me, my disease is one of my thinking. By addressing the seeds, the root causes of my logic and decision-making, I can develop a path forward, past addiction and into transformation. These are just some of the things that I've learned that will help me avoid falling in the same traps over and over. I have the option to choose to step out of the cyclical nature of addiction and into, God willing, a lasting, effective, and fruitful sobriety in which I am of help to others. From Terence Gorski to Carl Jung, an abundance of knowledge has been added to my tool bag thanks to this program. I know that tools, however, are useless unless they are used. Knowledge is only truly valuable with application. While my journey is still underway, I feel that Options has prepared me to move forward in ways that I no longer thought possible. It's prepared me for further application. I find myself long on ideas, but short on words on how to express how grateful I am to Options and all of the staff within it. So thank you all for your strength, compassion, and most importantly, your application. You changed lives. You changed mine. Thank you.
Thank you all so much. This has been an absolutely amazing group of graduates. I feel very inspired. And I have to say, for almost 30 years, Options, led by the inspiration of Dr. Davida Cody, has given this vision and an opportunity to not only inspire and give second chances to so many. These individuals are now, you all are now inspiring others. And it's just so amazing to be a part of these graduations. Congratulations, everyone. This has been absolutely amazing. And I expect nothing but amazing things from all of you all. Tell us about it. And if you have more things to share, talk to the development department. We will make sure newsletters get added in with some information about all of these amazing things. So I know y'all are going to do great things being counselors, coming back to join Options staff, maybe seeing that so often and just continuing the amazing vision that was started so many years ago and all the inspiration that's going to continue for, knock on all the wood, 30 plus more years, because we are rocking and rolling. I do have to say, I think this year has been a record year for size of graduation. So thank you all for being here with us tonight to celebrate the December 2025 graduating class of Options Recovery Services. But I do have one more person I want to introduce who will introduce a little bit more of herself. But Susan Bookman, go ahead and take it away.
Thank you so much, Tony, for that wonderful introduction. You are fantastic. You do such a wonderful job as the MC, and I can feel your caring coming through. It's really a privilege and a pleasure to have you working with us and on the development committee. I want to say on behalf of the board of directors, congratulations to all the graduates. It's so inspiring every 3 months to be here and to listen to your stories and to hear the hurdles that you've gotten over and the new lives that you're starting. It's just very awe-inspiring. And I congratulate all the graduates on behalf of the board of directors. It's for the graduates and your friends and for all those people who are listening through online when this is published. Please keep options in mind during the holiday season. We do have a fundraising campaign going on for end of the year, and everything you want to know about options is on our website. It's in our Facebook page, and it's on other social media sites. So please, if you feel you're supportive of options, please feel free to make a little donation to options. We need it. It goes to client services, and it helps the clients smooth their time at options. So we are on Facebook, we are on Instagram, we are on and you can see us on our website. So thank you all again from the board of directors, and happy holidays to everybody. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Susan. Yeah, become a donor. There's so many cool, nifty ways that we're trying to figure out how to thank donors, from our calendar that's full of client and staff and supporter art, as well as these donor appreciation nights. We have started trying to throw, at least we got to throw one, and it was an awesome success. So support options. You see what comes out of this program, and you see the amazing work that not only the client or staff gets to do and the counselors, but the clients and the graduates. So now to close everything out, I'm going to bring Vandrick Towns, if I'm not mistaken, right back in, and he's going to start us and lead us in the Serenity Prayer. So everyone turn on your cameras and unmute yourself. Vandrick, take it away.
All right, everyone. Let's try to get this right the first time. On the count of 3, we're going to do the Serenity Prayer. 1, 2, 3. God,
grant me the serenity
the acceptance I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Keep coming back because
it works if you work.
Congratulations, lady Sally and